Gentlemen. And with that, having said that, I think we should take a pledge that, can we make a difference in our organizations? Mr. Abidi has joined us specifically because he's sure that we can make a certain difference in our organizations. So let us try and see what difference we can make. We would like to move on and go to the role of Chief Digital Officer. The next session is the role of Chief Digital Officer. We have a fireside chat this morning between two people. One is a CDO and one is a CIO. They're going to be having a fireside chat. We have with us Mr. Ajay Chhabra, founder and Chief Digital Officer, A3R Digital, and Mr. Vinod Sivaram Krishnan, SVP and CIO, Walmart India. May I introduce the gentlemen to you before I invite them on stage? Mr. Chhabra has spent over 16 years in the industry, and out of which more than a decade in the digital marketing space. Prior to this, Ajay has worked with companies like General Electric, MRM Worldwide, and Ogilvy One Worldwide. In his digital marketing career, he has managed creation of engaging digital campaigns for the brands including, but not limited to, GE Healthcare, General Motors, Motorola, HT Media, Reebok, Tech Mahindra, Microsoft, Tata Motors, Hero Honda, Coca-Cola India, and Tetra Pak India, amongst many more. We also have with us Mr. Vinod Krishnan. Vinod is a business leader with over 21 years of corporate IT leadership experience across different cultures and geographies. Currently business head of e-commerce and chief information officer at Walmart India. He is responsible for setting up, growing the e-commerce business and driving the use of technology across the India business. In over 3 years at Hindustan Unilever and 13 years at General Electric, Vinod has had the opportunity to work with and learn from some of the best business and IT leaders and partners in India and globally. So please get your hands together, ladies and gentlemen, as Vinod and Ajay join us on stage for a fireside chat. We're not getting the fire along because we expect that you will be creating the fire here. Yeah, there's always plenty of that. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, over to Ajay and Vinod.
Hi, welcome everyone. My name is Ajay Chhabra, and we are here to discuss today the role of Chief Digital Officer. And let me just browse you through a couple of slides in terms of the kind of research which I've been putting in for last so many days when I got an invite from Prerna and Shrikant. So there are a couple of things which I wanted to talk to you guys and share with you guys. So we are all aware of the agenda that we have to talk about role of Chief Digital Officer here. Can we please pass this on? This device is not working somehow. So before we start, let me introduce some of the leading Chief Digital Officers across the globe with you. And yeah, okay, fine. So this is Rachel. Rachel is the first Chief Digital Officer of New York City. And she has been posted by the New York State as an first Secretary of State and IT. So from a digital career as an entrepreneur to become a state employee of United States of India in New York City, basically. So, and everybody, we are all aware of this guy, Teddy Goff. Teddy Goff was leading the campaign for Obama in 2012, wherein he had created that momentum in the history of US to create that buzz that Obama came back, basically. So Teddy Goff he's been mentioned as 30 guys below 30 creating history in the world, basically. So, and he's a Chief Digital Officer. Then we have Stephen Gillette. He's a very, very popular guy in terms of coming from Starbucks to go to Best Buy and now to become a CEO of Symantec Group, basically. So he had a very, very revolutionary digital career in the past, and this digital career has earned him the respect of becoming a chief operating officer of a global company. So, and one of the Asian face which we see in the US marketplace, this guy is called Atif Rafiq. He is the chief digital officer global for McDonald's Corporation, and he has also a fantastic career, and he has really done pretty well in terms of revolutionizing a couple of things. So, and everybody knows Arvind. Arvind is a digital evangelist from India, and he is the national head IT and digital for BJP organization. And I was really surprised when he left a very big company running, sold it to someone, then joining BJP. I was really shocked and surprised. I asked him that time, sir, why are you doing this? He said, you will see that in future. And I was lucky enough to work with him for almost 1 year in the same company. So me and Arvind goes back a long history, basically. So Arvind was the chief digital officer and the main man behind this Modi campaign in India. So if you look at the need for a CDO, so there are multiple pillars where we need a CDO. And why do we need a CDO, basically? So CDO role can help you not only create new digital business models, but also can improve your operational efficiencies and create more value for the society. So this is a MIT study, and they have found a couple of reasons. There are 10 odd reasons why do we need a CDO and why CDO is digitally transforming an organization. So if you look at the broader trends currently, trends are pretty much aware to all of us, basically, that enterprise model of enterprise is on decline. Speed at which the digital data is doubling is like very, very fast. So earlier it used to take a couple of years to double the enterprise data. Now the time is reduced. Then we are getting a lot of digital natives in the workforce. Digital and technology is disrupting lot of industry verticals. You look at the way what happened to print industry in US, and you will know that what digital can do and it cannot do, basically. So there are a lot of new trends which are happening right now. We have app stores, smart mobiles, tablet, cloud, social business, consumer IT. And IT is also being seen as system of engagement rather than only doing system of record. So global trends, another couple of things that Gartner predicted in 2013 that by 2015, 25% global organizations will have a CDO. And they were right in saying that. They were pretty right. Though since then, the count of CDOs globally has doubled every year, basically. And even the salary packages for CDO has increased. In US, it's close to average mean is 250,000K to 750,000K US dollars for a CDO. And it goes as low as $89,000 for a government employee in US who is a chief digital officer. And Russian and Reynolds also said the same thing, that hiring for CDOs is on the rise right now. And so even Wired said that is 2014 gonna be the year of chief digital officer? So the debate starts from bargaining the power position and the budget from the organization or the CEO. So the entire debate started. Why CDO came into existence? It's only because of the debate between CIO and CMO. Because CIO did not want to take responsibility of couple of stuff which CMO owns, and CMO didn't feel comfortable that they are not technically equipped to handle those kind of things. And that is why this role has evolved, basically. So CDO has actually evolved after the debate from CIO and CMO. If you look at the key traits for a CDO, this guy is not going to sit in the boardroom. So, this guy is going to actually go to boardroom, convince them, understand, make them understand technology in a very simple way. And this guy is going to be a war room guy who will work with different multiple functions. And he will work with them as a trusted advisor, basically. So the guy who can lead digital transformation is the guy. That's a CDO. And even Gartner has defined couple of roles. There are multiple types of CDOs, you can see. If this guy is only worried about generating revenue, he's called Chief Digital Business Officers, and multiple such roles are available based on the kind of revenue versus policy, and on the y-axis, and then other axis also basically. So line versus staff. So the guy in staff, he will be creating it in a headquarter level or at different levels. So key role, this is the most important slide. I want all of you to look at that. So these are the 8 points which a key CDO role is. This guy is gonna create a digital marketing strategy. Step number 1, CDO is gonna create digital marketing strategy for your organization. Point number 1. Secondly, this guy is gonna be creating digital business models for you. There are a lot of organizations, still traditional brick and mortar, struggling to get out of the crisis. So this guy is gonna help you create not only on the current products and services, but also give you digital products and services, which can be self-service portal based or digitally delivered to customers, bypassing the supply chain and recreating the supply chain. Then this guy owns digital assets and data. This guy creates digital user experience across multiple channels. This guy can help you ensure multi-channel experience, and obviously transforming business digitally, and these are the principal roles of a CDO. So coming back to the expectation from a CDO standpoint, this is a very, very large and complex matrix if you look at it that way. And this has nothing to do with CIO role basically. So these are certain things which should be part of any organization's digital marketing strategy, that yes, I have to evolve from web strategy to mobile strategy to digital marketing, SEO, SEM, social media, consumer awareness, call center. So these are organization expectations and key things which a CDO has to perform. So what skill set do you need? 60% CIOs also believe in a Deloitte survey that CIO should be driving growth and productivity. And according to Deborah Logan, she's saying both are different, distinct role. CIO has a different role to play, CDO has a different role to play, and that is how things will evolve basically. So in terms of multiple industries, you see CDO being hired across globe in multiple industries, largest being advertising, then your media and other industry verticals, including manufacturing, retail, PR and communication, all of that. So CDO characteristics in general is that this guy has to be strategy focused. First, he has to be strategy focused. Then he has to be entrepreneurial in nature. He has to be fast, nimble, agile, certain key traits. And when it comes to talking about how CDO role will evolve in the future, let's go back to our finest colleague, Vinod, who is handling dual role responsibility, being a CIO of the organization, also as well as the CDO of the organization, who has a direct revenue responsibility from e-commerce venture. So, Vinod, what do you think is the future for CDO?
First of all, thank you so much, Ajay, for, a lot of great research that talks very well about, the context of why you need a CDO in companies. And I'll just start by making a few observations on, if you will, the context of business. Now, businesses have always been, very, very sparing in their efforts. That is, there's always a need, businesses react when there is a need to react to their environments in ways that make sense for the top line and for the bottom line. And typically what I've noticed is that initially, irrespective whether it is digital or any other thing, your established players in the market look at it a little bit carefully and say, what is really this trend all about, and is it a fad? Is it something that will pass? And often, especially the bigger they are and have stronger legacy environments, there's a tendency to say, we'll wait and figure this out. Now, digital is just one, possibly the most significant, but just one of the latest trends in that area, which says, how is this fundamentally impacting every single process of business? And I think every business deals with it in different ways. Now, the role of the CDO certainly, as somebody that understands technology and business and, as being an evangelist for that is obviously needed in a context where a lot of the people in charge of organizations don't still get the impact of digital at a level that they can relate to. But fundamentally, it's at least my view that really every function, every process in a business, every part of your business model is impacted in some way or the other by digital, in some cases very significantly, and in some cases, more from an efficiency perspective by reducing costs or whatever. But certainly every function is impacted. So I really feel that over a period of time, you look at the CDO and all the other subsidiary roles that you've talked about in your slide around chief of digital strategy, and even as we were discussing, technology specific positions like chief mobility officers and so on. I think there's a need for all of these roles to the extent that they evangelize these technologies or these digital possibilities in the organizations. But eventually, every CXO has to be a CDO. Every CXO has to understand the impact. So, not just your chief of marketing, but also your chief of manufacturing. Because you look at the impact of digital in manufacturing, it's a lot more significant. 3D printers, for instance, is revolutionizing that game. And so it's almost that every function needs to understand what digital is about and how it's going to impact their business. And I think the CDO is a great way of accelerating that, because otherwise, you don't bring that impact to the organization. That said, obviously in my own business context, I'm poised to understand very well the things that you don't see when you're functional. Often organizations that have very strong process cannot see easily the impact of digital on their organization till somebody else comes and shows it to them. For instance, Amazon in the world of books and so on, till somebody comes and shows you what's possible, it's often very difficult for you to figure it out on your own. And once you figure it out, of course, is where the magic comes, which is when you may not need specific people on your leadership team or your board to run these, but everybody becomes their own chief digital officer in addition to their roles. That's really how I look at it.
But if you look at the way the responsibility of a chief digital officer in the slide which we have mentioned, that if you look at the way strategy pans out for digital, and to the extent that is an organization which is impacted largely by digital to some extent, or